That's
I don't
good.
think there's any point in making a video out of that. Well, I don't know, people will probably ask though. Hey guys, so just working on my dad's 1978 shovel head behind me here, and working on the clutch assembly and taking apart the clutch hub. We noticed some mysterious looking marks on it, so we had to investigate, and I'm going to show you guys what we discovered. Okay, so this is the clutch hub assembly out of my dad's bike, and it's all taken apart right now because we were going to clean it and stuff. And then we discovered something about it. So there's the clutch hub. Now here is the puller for getting the clutch hub off of the main shaft. This is the proper tool for that. You could probably make one of these tools if you had the material and the patience to do it, but we have a Jim's one. Anyways, my dad's had this for a while. So that's the proper puller for getting that off of the main shaft. Now, this is another kind of puller, and this is a claw puller, and this is the kind of puller that you don't want to use for taking your clutch hub off of your main shaft on your motorcycle. So while we were working on this, I was getting ready to clean it. My dad had taken it apart, and he noticed these marks on the back of the plate here. You can see one there. There's another one there. Those marks look oddly familiar. Oh, hold on a second. They kind of look like those kind of marks that would come from using one of these pullers. The kind of puller you don't want to use. So we looked at it a little bit closer, and we noticed that it is actually bent. So you can see where that's bent. You can see that it's actually bent right here, right where those marks are. And if you look on this side, you can faintly see that mark there right near my thumb. That is the only place this plate was actually making contact. And that's a problem. You definitely don't want that happening. So we're going to try to straighten this out. Hopefully we'll be able to actually do it. We're not sure yet, because we have two of these, but they both have the same marks and they're both bent in the same way because both of them have had this type of puller used on them at some point. So that's a no-no, guys. And anyone who's working on one of these bikes, if you've ever used one of these pullers on there, you probably want to check your clutch hub and make sure it's not bent. And if you don't have one of these tools, if you're able to afford it, you should go buy one. And if you can't afford it, find a friend who might have one, or maybe think about making yourself one. Anyway, that's one of the do's and don'ts, but this time it's a don't of Harley mechanics. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you. No.
Now, put some force on that. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Bending it.
Looks like I might have straightened it out a bit.
I don't think it's totally straight.
I'd have to get that out for there to see.
I don't think there's any point in making a video out of that. Well, I don't know, people will probably ask though.
Make sure, if you can look from underneath, that claw mark is centered on that gap.
Looks centered. Maybe you could go.
It'll be hard to move.
That looks centered.
Are you sure?
It looks like it.
Because I gotta know, because I'm gonna be centering the wrench.
Well, I gotta be able to get right in front of it then to be able to look at it.
That's centered?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna give that just a little more.
Is that the same one you just bent?
Yes.
So we have to do the other side too?
Yes. Okay, you're ready. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's pull that out of there and give it an inspection.
Well, so our little technique there that we were using on the press seemed to work. You can see the mark there where it was bent. It was actually really bent. It was like domed almost, but it looks a lot better than it did. Not exactly perfect, but pretty darn close to perfect. Let's look at this side. That's the side that wasn't bent at all. So I think we're gonna call it good, because when you're a broke Harley owner, you just gotta work with what you got and with what you can afford. And that looks pretty good, and it was free. So, like new, just about. And yeah, don't use the wrong puller. So guys, issues like this and other issues are fairly common on these old Harleys, because a lot of guys that own these things are kind of just like backyard mechanics who don't end up having the proper tools to do the job properly. So if you have one of these bikes, if you just picked one up, or if you have one that you don't really know the history of, that's something that you could definitely check out. And anytime you pick up a motorcycle that you don't know the history of, you always want to check all of those things, because all of that stuff works together and it makes a difference to the wear and tear that your motorcycle is going to end up having over time, and how often you're going to end up needing to do maintenance on different things. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and if you liked it, then you know what I always say, like, subscribe, comment, do all that, and like always, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. Check out the link at the end of this video, guys, and make sure you have your shovel heads ready for Shovel Fest 2024.